Cops will impound Andrew Tate's 4.8 million euroed Bugatti stored in Dubai. Romanian authorities plan to sell the luxury car social media star posed with in a photo he used to troll Greta Thunberg. Which, by the way, I checked out his video of him actually reviewing the Bugatti. It's like a very, very lengthy video. And I gotta say, that is probably one of the coolest vehicles I have ever seen on the road in terms of like in that video. It was it's a really well made car. So Romanian authorities will impound and sell Andrew Tate's $4.8 million, well, 4.8 million euro Bugatti if he is convicted, it is claimed. The self-proclaimed misogynistic luxury sports car, which he stores in Dubai, which is smart on him, is reportedly set to be seized by police following his arrest on suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and organized crime. Last month, the authorities seized several luxury cars from Tate's compound on the outskirts of Bucharest, Romania's capital. But now Romanian officials are turning their attention to other countries where the former kickboxer and YouTube personality has significant assets. The 4.8 million euroed Bugatti is believed to be the car Tate posted online in an attempt to taunt Greta Thunberg before the climate activist savagely put him down for his small dick energy. Which again, now I'm not necessarily too much of a fan of like gold, right? Personally, if I had the money, which I don't, but if I had the money to buy a Bugatti like Andrew Tate, I'd probably just have it like black on black on black. I think that'd look pretty sick, but that's just me. Let's see. Romanian publication Gondul reported that a representative of the country's administration of impaired assets sent a request to Dubai officials in the United Arab Emirates to seize the sports car and transfer it to Romania. Romanian officials are also looking at other countries where Tate and his brother Tristan hold or store assets. Gondol reported that this includes the UK, USA, and Ireland. Following approval from Dubai, the car will reportedly be transported to Romania, where it will sit in a warehouse until he is released or charged. Which, by the way, like, do you see this like little statement? Released or charged? They haven't even been charged yet. How ridiculous is that? So imagine that you haven't even been charged for a crime yet your vehicles were stolen from you and are potentially going to be sold. That is so crazy. Police have already seized a fleet of cars belonging to the Tate brothers, their properties, and collection of luxury watches. Last month, vehicles including a Rolls-Royce, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz were seen being taken from the Tate's compound near the capital to be transported to a storage facility. Tate's Romanian car collection was estimated to be worth around 6 million euros. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I would personally love to have a 6 million euro car collection. That's so crazy to me. Cars included a McLaren 765 LT worth up to 410,000 euros, a blue Rolls Royce Wraith thought to have cost about 310,000 euros, and if charged, it is claimed that the Romanian court would determine any financial damages or charges incurred by Andrew and Tristan Tate, which will then be taken from their accounts. Gondor reported their assets, including 4.8 million euro Bugatti, and their car collection will be sold by authorities to recover the total amounts. But exactly like what costs are they gonna like incur into like what like degree? Like that's a lot of money. The Bugatti is believed to be the same car, blah blah blah, attempted to troll the climate change activists, whatever. Blah blah blah. A little troll thing. Let's see. Let's see. The Tate brothers and their alleged accomplices, Georgiana Nagel and Lana Radu have been in police custody since December 29th last year. Ba 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 ba. Prosecutors claim that the brothers lured women to the studio where they were sexually exploited through acts of physical violence and mental coercion. Bum, 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 bum. Also accused of raping a Moldovan woman in March 22, which he denies. But here's the thing, right? The weirdest thing about this whole situation to me is they haven't been charged and their assets all have been seized. Like, this seems very weird to me. Because, for example, if this was happening in the United States, as an example, they couldn't be in jail technically for this long without being charged with a crime. Like, there is a time limit. So, this is kind of like the double edged sword that the Tate brothers have to deal with because they specifically moved to Romania as like their main headquarters location because it was a more corrupt country because they could do more corrupt things or potentially grease the wheels in that country a little bit better. The problem with that, that double-edged sword has another side. Hence the double edge. It could go against you as well. It could be the corruption could be pushed against you as well. So that's kind of a big issue. Let's see some of these comments. Has Tate even been officially charged with a crime? This sounds like a political hit job to me, aka Julian Assange. Well, that's the thing that's so weird to me, because based off the wording of the article, he has not been charged with a crime yet. Interesting. It's called an investigation. That's what the police do before charges are brought. After this, there will be a trial, which is where the evidence is presented. The problem with this is that typically you're arrested and charged, and then you're going to have to basically go through like an investigation and whatnot. There's like a time limit. Good luck with getting you out of Dubai. That's true. The thing is, there's probably so many billionaires or very wealthy oil guys that would probably want Andrew Tate's car. And they would probably be willing to pay crazy amounts of money or do crazy amounts of things to prevent Romania from getting their hands on that car. Because what people don't understand is that Bugatti is one of these companies where they give very few allocations out to people, right? So, if you're able to get your hands on one of their upper level cars, which is one of these, I think there's like a very, very small run of these specific cars that money technically can't really get you access to it all the time, which is the thing. Like a lot of these oil guys might not have even been able to pay enough money to get their hands on this car originally. But if there's even a slight chance that they might be able to get this car, this Andrew Tate car, they're probably willing to do it just because they could have it. So it's going to be interesting to see. How can they steal his property and sell them off when he hasn't been convicted yet? This all seems very sketchy. What's sketchy, is that they haven't been charged yet. Regardless if he's convicted or not, he hasn't been arrested for anything to do with money. Seizing assets would only be for proceeds of crime, and that isn't his charge. Let's see. Best rated. Surely they should find him guilty of something before selling his cars. Selling of the property of someone who's not even convicted. This is a stitch up, and they are not even hiding it. To all men, you have been warned. The presumption of innocence doesn't apply to us. Toxic feminists want every man accused of any crime to be automatically treated as guilty until proven innocent. Much that I dislike the bloke, he's not been found guilty of anything as yet. Let alone found guilty, they haven't even charged him with anything, arrested, and then held in prison for 2 months while looking for evidence. I don't know who this Tate guy is or how he made his money, but I find it odd all these asset confiscations. Blah, 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 blah. Thievery. So many don't actually read. It clearly says if convicted. That's true. It does say if convicted. But the thing is, the fact that they're going through this process already when he hasn't really been charged yet, even, seems crazy to me, right? It's just so weird. But again, the problem with this that you can see is like, just because you have money doesn't necessarily mean that that money is going to solve every single one of your problems because as of right now, it hasn't. He's still stuck in there. He's still stuck in jail. So it'd be interesting to see what happens.